You can get a soda. We'll see if anybody jumps on that. Carol said smile.
Yeah.
Well, we're not sure we're really working, so we tried this a few minutes ago and it was completely dead. So we're not real sure if we were here or not. So we're gonna try this again. Well, honey.
What kind of soda do I get?
You can have a Sprite.
What? There we go.
Now we've got people.
Yep.
You can get a Sprite. Happy Friday, everyone. Hey, Cody. We're doing all right. It's been a long day. It's kind of worked around the shop quite a bit today, so it's been busy. I kind of got a little windburn.
Mm-hmm.
You can just find something, honey. It's okay. Just find whatever you want.
Yep.
Hello. So we were on live 5-10 minutes ago and we didn't have anything show up. So we were trying take 2. We'll see how this goes. We just wanted to pop in and chit chat, and I didn't really make a formal announcement too much on it. We wanted to do this yesterday and farm life got ahead of us. So we're a day late, but Dolly says hello. Don't you? What do you think?
Yep. What do you think, Dolly?
But we just kind of wanted to come in and sit down and talk with you guys and answer some questions and see what you guys had going on. We've had a lot of things going on for us in the last few months, just gearing up for hay season. That's my water.
Yep.
How was your crops during harvest this year?
Pretty good. We didn't have any corn or beans. We just did hay, but we have really good hay yields where we're at. South Missouri, I think it was pretty dry. Watch her. Knock us off. So, but everything we had was really good.
And we've had some really good years the last few years, so we've been very blessed.
Mm-hmm.
We're ready to get back in the fields. So we just do hay. If you guys haven't been with us for very long, we do just hay and cows.
Probably do some stuff.
What were you doing with this semi?
And today or what?
Probably. So today you were
we
working on
put winches on a trailer.
You want to take her? You can take it. You can take it.
We put. I ended up changing some wheels out on one of my semis and put new studs in. And, just kind of maintenance here and there, just upkeep more than anything.
And then you today we worked on your trailer.
Mm-hmm. Put winches on trailer.
Getting that all lined out for next week.
We
but
loaded a semi early this morning.
Don't have too much hay left over from last year, which is nice because be ready to start refilling the barns all over again. Let's see. We have our shirts.
Merch.
Our farm merch, which was part of the reason we wanted to jump on because we are getting ready to launch a couple of other shirt designs within Farm Focused. So we'll have those up hopefully by the end of next week, if not sooner. So I'm really excited about that. So we have our Wieczorek farms, and then I've got some fun ones just centered around the cows and whatnot.
Yep. It's all good though.
So we're from we're in Missouri, but
Northeast Missouri.
I always call it Central because that's where I grew up, and that's not quite right.
Yep. We're not really in hay country. We're more in row crop country, but this is where we do all our hay.
This is where our family is, so this is where we made it work.
Yep. Nope.
We're We're still calving. Still got what? I don't know, 15, 20 left to go.
But the grass is growing.
Grass is greening up, making it a lot easier. We won't be feeding hay for too much longer, thankfully. Just trying to make do till grass gets a little bit taller.
I would say I hope to be cutting hay here in about 30 days or so, somewhere in there.
I'm ready. Thanks, Ron. We really like doing it. We when I started this whole channel, I really wanted to advocate agriculture, take you along and show you what was in the days and days out, you know, the good, the bad, and everything in between. So, hey, Suzanne.
Suzanne, yeah.
Thanks, lady. It's been a long time in coming. We're getting there.
For sure. But if you love what you do, it ain't too bad on long hours.
Yeah. It will keep going. Well, hopefully. We'll see how it grows. We'll see how it goes.
Yep. No, it's all good though. No.
We don't have too much exciting stuff happening right now. It's cows and getting ready, just getting things lined out to get in our busy season, just like hay.
Yeah.
Yes, Suzanne, just like hay, it's growing.
Just put that fertilizer out there to grow. Gotcha. Yeah. Yeah. Well, we're a lot more south, so it just about the first week of May, and then sometimes like last year it was June. We just had a wet spring, but typically the first week or two of May is when we start going, and then towards the end of the month we really get busy.
Just find something.
So
Go find something, please.
oh man. That's a
Wow.
long ways away.
How many cows do you have?
About 75 pairs.
Cow calf pairs.
Yeah, and then we've got 25 yearlings right now, and most of them are heifers that we're just gonna try to throw back into the herd as well.
We haven't really seen too much profit on the cows because 80% of what we've calved out have been heifers, so we've kept everything back just to grow our herd.
Yep. No, it's all good though. Pretty well.
Yeah. Taylor wants to know if we've ever raised pork, and if so, why not now?
Well, when I was growing up, Mom and Dad they had hogs, and then we kind of got moved, and we moved up here, and then I don't know. Dad's wanting to get back into it. So is Mom, but
we had hogs growing up, but then the hog market kind of bottomed out, and my dad focused more on just the beef side and row cropping. And then in high school, the family farm got sold. So I don't really remember doing much with the hogs. That was kind of before I really got old enough to mess with them. We always had cattle. Suzanne's got video ideas. We will chat later, girl. We will chat. Do you raise the cattle? Yes.
yeah. I'll pick a heifer or a bottle calf I raised. To riding a cow who can stay on the longest. So yeah.
Well, I'm really good at getting knocked down, so I think I got you beat there, Suzanne.
Hey, Jackie.
Hey, Jackie. Glad you can make it.
Good deal.
She doesn't want to ride the cow. She wants us to ride the cow.
Yeah, Jackie, he ought to be getting close to starting hay. How long before you start cutting, Jackie?
I think, Ron, with the way farming is set up now, it's very hard to get started as a young farmer if you don't have the right connections. But it's not to say that you can't do it. You want to kind of elaborate? Anybody can farm. Anybody can raise cattle. Anybody can do hogs, chickens, have your garden, do the farmer's market. It's about finding your niche, finding what you're good at, and starting on a smaller scale. Don't think that you have to have thousands of acres and big fancy equipment to farm, because you don't. I mean, we don't.
No, not really.
You've been doing this 14 years and you just now got a somewhat newer tractor, you know.
It just takes time more than anything. And if you can't afford to buy the land, which I don't know, I mean, I can't afford to buy land, so you just hopefully you have people around you that'll rent you some land. That's by far cheaper.
It's finding the connections. You know, that's what worked for you.
Yep.
And that's what we keep building on. Jackie just got his first cab tractor last year.
Yep. No, it takes a long time.
It does. Taylor wants to know, I am not still sore. I'm actually back to normal. I was very, very fortunate that it wasn't worse. I was sore, and when it happened, I'm pretty sure we laughed about it. It caught me. She very much caught me off guard. She wasn't one that's prone to be aggressive or have an attitude. She certainly didn't do that last year with her first calf, so it really did catch me off guard. And but I laughed about it, and I still laugh about it. So things happen. You work with livestock, and you're going to have accidents. I'm glad it was me and not one of the kids.
Glad it wasn't worse.
Yeah, I'm glad it wasn't worse, because nothing was broken and nothing was bruised too badly.
But yep, no, it's all good.
Suzanne's got stuff going out there for land developments. Hey, Jason, how's West Virginia treating you?
I must check if they're 4 weeks if you don't get any more frost.
He'll be cutting about the same time as us.
That's about right then. Yep. We have alfalfa too, so I like to try to get that first cut off as quick as I can, and because if not, it seems like the rain always sets in. So.
And you're fighting to get first cut out if you wait too long. I'll be honest with the cow video. I hauled around on it. I almost did not put it in there. I was afraid of the backlash that would come from it, but you guys are pretty supportive, and I appreciate that. You know, that's what this is about, the good and the bad. They finally got warm, dry days. Well, it's muddy here. We are.
Not too bad, though. It's not too bad, muddy. I've seen worse.
It's been worse.
For sure.
But I guess it's because I got spoiled, because it was 80 degrees the other day, and now yesterday was like 40.
Yeah.
But that's Missouri. I mean, you don't like the weather at 8 o'clock in the morning, it'll guarantee you can probably be different by noon, and again by 5.
Just seems like the wind blows all the time anymore. Today it wasn't windy, but
it was windy the other day. I couldn't tell if I got more windburned or sunburned. Jason planted 4.5 acres of sweet corn.
It'll be good.
Yeah, the weather is very unpredictable anymore. It's not very routine like it used to be.
I almost think that as much wind as we've had, I don't know if I'd keep windrows together.
They'd probably blow away.
Yep. It'd be pretty rough. Nope.
Well, we're really excited to get into the hay season. We're going to do some different stuff. Try to get you guys some different video content during the whole process, show you different aspects of it. Not just me sitting in the baler, but different things with it. We're also trying some different fertilizer this year to help improve it. What else are we doing?
I don't really know. We don't really have a whole lot going on right now until, we will next week, maybe working on stuff, and then just, it's getting ready to get crazy.
Yeah. Trying to teach Mo, our farm intern, some things so that way when we are busy and crazy, she can kind of come in and fill in when it's needed. And I'm really excited to work with her, and she's willing to learn just about anything that we throw at her at this point.
Yep. Man, we're all over the country tonight, ain't we?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. No, our hay season, usually it's, last year it wasn't off the wall, really. It was pretty normal. But
then you're just going to have to wait.
Okay. Yep.
Paul says we're exhausted. So we're getting there. It's definitely been a long day. You want to say hi?
There you go.
Say hi.
Hi.
Have you been trying to run interference here? So we have one of two home. The other one stayed at Grandma and Grandpa's.
For a little while. Jackie said, hey. You'll say hey back.
Can you say hi, Jackie?
Hi, Jackie.
Can you wave? Can you wave at them?
Yep.
Look, they're all telling you hi.
Mm-hmm.
They watch you on YouTube sometimes when you're on there. Put your hands on your mouth. Are you going to bale hay this summer?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
What else are you going to do this summer?
I don't know. You got an unhappy one back there.
Dolly's having a meltdown.
Yep. Let's see. Yep. We're going to do corn, but right now we don't really have anyone. If we do bag around here, it seems like when you need to bag, it just everybody else is bagging the same time, so it just gets really hard to get somebody to do that. So we'll probably just put it in a bunk. But the
Willow Cove Croft. We do not buck bales unless we absolutely have to. As in, like we never do, except for if they fall out of the accumulator. Then I have to replace them. But
everything gets picked up with a grapple.
I have my train. Let's see what else. Do you use inoculant on the hay?
Not typically. The problem is with our accumulator, it's hard for if we are trying to bale a little bit higher moisture hay, our bales will not slide down. So
I kind of
just try to put everything dry.
I kind of have a rule of thumb. If I can't get out and pull the bale out of the accumulator and flip it and throw it back in, they're too heavy. So the baler gets shut down. So Chad, I don't know if we're going or not, only because that's right in the midst of getting hay season started.
Yep.
If it was October 22nd, we would be more apt. Just hard to plan anything around from like April 15th to about October 15th.
Well, no, we usually were. I mean, this last year we were late, but usually we're done cutting hay.
That first
the end of September. Yeah. Typically on cuts we usually get 5 on alfalfa if we can, 4 for sure.
And then our grass hay, we get 1 or 2 cuts.
Usually 2.
Sorry, our little ones are running around. We have Dolly and Jalen's kind of. Can you come here and talk about something?
About your chickens. You can talk about them?
You
love them, don't you?
Can you talk about your chickens a little bit?
We feed chickens and we have rabbits and we feed them.
Yeah.
Yep.
We need water for both rabbits and chickens.
Yeah. I mean, you have a lot.
Yeah. How many chickens do you have?
I forgot.
Say
300?
400, probably.
400.
Yep. 400.
What was you doing with the eggs today? What was you getting ready for?
Market.
Farmer's market.
Farmer's market.
So what were you doing with the eggs?
We was washing them.
And cartoning them?
And
who helped you with all that?
Grandma and Grandpa and Papa.
So Grandma and Grandpa, so Jason's parents got the kids some chickens that turned out to be several hundreds of chickens. And they've got quite the little chicken business going on. If you're local, you guys can stop in and get farm fresh eggs from the farm. You love your chickens, don't you?
Yeah, and we have a bed rooster that comes in and get me and Bubba.
Mm-hmm. I'm not sure what kind of
Sometimes.
rabbits they are though, but didn't Mom just had a
She just had some baby
some babies
bunnies
or something.
yesterday. There was bunnies yesterday. So Jason and I just help as needed. The chickens and the rabbits she's in there, so you better go get her. That's kind of the way our farm partnership works is that so Jason has more or less the hay and I kind of help with the cows, and John and Carol have the chickens and the fencing, so we're all interlocked together, and we all have our own little spot, but we all work together.
We all help where it's needed.
Yeah. Like today, I did the chickens because Carol and John both were gone. So y'all see me struggling with the chickens in a couple of days because they were flocking me.
There you go. New Zealand rabbits, I guess. And then,
What do fresh eggs bring there? So at the farm, we charge $2.50 a dozen. I think they are getting $3 at farmers market.
Yeah, or
it
depends what market they go to and how far they go and all that. So,
but the chickens are something that they can do. You know, they don't have we help them, but the kids kind of run it themselves without.
Can I let Jake and Chloe out?
Mm-hmm. Down there.
So the cows, the kids can't do everything by themselves, but they can with the chickens. Dot said she can bring her some lettuce.
There you go.
Thanks, Dot. We appreciate you guys. Not just you guys on YouTube, but our hay clients and, the customers that come for the eggs and just supporting our farm. It means a lot. Sharing our farm story means a lot. So make sure you guys hit the thumbs up. We really appreciate that when you guys are subscribed.
There you go. Yeah.
So Craig, we let the kids take the camera every now and then, and they have fun with it here. Do you want me to take her, Sissy?
When you
here.
Need to let them go more though.
The problem is when we're doing stuff is during the day when they're at school. So there'll be more and more as the summer months come in, and they ride along with us with the tractors. And now we have the whole herd out here.
Come here, Dolly.
Yep. Yeah. Be good though. Quit.
Sorry. It's a zoo sometimes here. Yeah, our alpha is I don't know. Willow said they would be our hay clients if they were closer.
There you go.
We can ship it.
Yeah.
We've been having semis come out all week.
Ship it all over.
Do you grind and mix feed for the chickens? So we grind and mix our own feed for the chickens. We grind and mix for our yearlings. So that's creep. Do you know what all goes in that for that chicken feed? I know there's corn and soybean meal.
Actually, it's
alfalfa.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of it.
Calcium, I guess.
There's a lot of it that goes in the chicken feed. It's a lot more complex feed ration for the layers than it is for the cows. The chicken layers the chickens require so much more macro and mineral. What is that? Macros. Their feed ration's a lot more complex.
Yeah. But it gives the kids something to do, and I know when I was a kid, I always liked to grind feed. Always.
I still like to grind feed.
Yep. So.
What else you guys want to know?
And, it's all good.
What do you think, Dolly?
Yep. We're behind times.
Oh,
no,
don't
you're
worry.
good.
You're not that far. Did you get the new feed grinder fixed up?
Yeah, we need to work on that.
That'll be another project.
Even,
we haven't had days yet to just work on projects.
Getting other things ready right now.
Is Ryder getting along with your new puppy? He tolerates her. He doesn't mind her so much here at home or when we go over to the farm, but he doesn't do very well at the homestead where Mom is.
Mm-hmm.
So cow-wise, we have commercial stock and some purebred stock. So we run Black Angus, and we've got some Red Hereford and some Simmental and some Charolais crosses. So we have kind of a variety because we're still trying to figure out where our niche is and what we're looking for. Personally, I'd really like to see some Black Herefords come into the mix, which is pretty much what we're doing. We have the Baldy faces, and we're crossing.
We have a, red Simmental Angus bull. So we're starting to get some red heifers too. So
we have a nice mix. We're not closed off to one breed, more or less. We have a little bit of everything. And we do have some purebreds in there too, to help with genetics and kind of just get a good foundation going.
Right.
Jason wants to know how old we are.
I'm 29.
I am 32, 31. Yep. I'll be 32 this year because you'll be 30. Yeah, we're getting older.
We use purine in our cattle feed. Mom and Dad, let's see, they don't really use purine in theirs. They just get oats, and
their mix is pretty general.
Yeah, it's
it's nothing.
I guess I don't know. I guess they're non-GMO. The beans are for sure.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, and we have a couple Holsteins because Grandpa John thought it was fun to go on a bottle calf spree. So we have a couple of everything
kids
else.
Project.
So what's it like a day off? I ride my horse. That's what I do on my day off. That's what I do. Are you getting another young horse to train? That was interesting. Thank you, Craig. So if I get another one, it won't be till the fall. And my mare is supposed to be having one in the fall too. So we'll see kind of how that plays out. We'll see what my time schedule looks like and how my boss is come October. I like doing that kind of stuff. I just don't have the time for it to do it all year long. So
yeah,
gives me something to do during the winter. Not that I don't have enough to do.
We don't need any.
We don't take vacation or we don't do anything. So when are you getting goats?
Yeah, we're not getting
We're
goats.
not probably gonna get goats or sheep for that matter. We're just not there yet. What's most popular sweet corn in your area? Just curious. I raised several non-Roundup varieties.
Golden Delicious.
My mom makes Golden Delicious, and what's that one that's the two?
I'm not sure. That's the only one I knew of.
That's because that's one I like.
Yeah.
My mom's the gardener. We just rob from them because I can't keep a garden going. I love to garden. I just don't have time. Maybe I'll get a greenhouse. So when you have a breakdown, does it make your days longer or do you go back at it the next morning? We work until we fall asleep at the shop.
Well, yeah, I mean,
it just depends.
Yeah, it just kind of depends. I mean,
we do all our own repairs ourselves. Well, Jason does all the repairs.
We get done when we can and
start again the next day.
Yeah, we get done the next day. But no. The thing is, even if you did send it off, and the whole thing is that it's not that we just do our own work because if nothing else, we just we need it like right then is the thing. So
Travis, you didn't miss anything. You're right on time. We're still chit-chatting, so no worries there.
Yeah.
We'll talk as long as you guys have questions. This is more your thing.
Mm-hmm.
Jason doesn't really care for me to throw a camera in his face when we're working most of the time because he's already said what he's going to say, and I don't have the video camera rolling.
That's all good.
But he likes doing this kind of thing. He likes chit chatting. It's a lot easier for you, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. Nope. Darling, what do you think?
So we do have Travis and Chrissy from Freedom Farms. They're going to come visit us this summer. So we're pretty excited about them. We went and seen their sheep farm. What was that, in January we did that?
I think so.
I think so. We've traveled more in the last few months than we probably have in 5 years. Robert wants to know how old Rocky is. So he's turning 20. So your horse, Carol's horse, and Rocky all hit 20 this year.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Because Shiloh will turn 11 and Leo's just turning 5. Oh, I remember mine because they're the same age as the kids. So,
yeah.
How many acres of hay do you raise?
Oh, it's between 250 and 300, somewhere there. Most of it all gets cut at least twice. Some gets cut 4 or 5 times.
And which makes a difference. I mean, you say you only do 200 acres of hay until that 200 acres has 4 cuts or 2 cuts on it, and then it becomes 1,000 acres of hay. Jason raises.
It keeps us all busy, that's for sure.
Well, thank you, Jason. We really appreciate this. When we started this, I wasn't too sure how it would go over, but most of the time I enjoy it, and I like taking you guys around and teaching y'all and answering questions. So does your morning start early during the season?
Not typically, because usually the dew's on, and you're always waiting for the dew to burn off. I mean, I guess there is times where if our morning does start early, it's usually repairing stuff in the shop.
So we kind of have a routine down because a lot of times we don't always unload trucks in the morning. So that's what we do when we're waiting for. So you'll unload trucks or repair, and I'll catch up on stuff I have to get done, like, riding my horse or checking the cows or moving cows or whatever I've got to do in those
yards.
Yeah.
Or sometimes Mom mows them too, but
Carol helps a lot
whatever
with that.
we need done.
Whatever, up until 10 o'clock, I'd say. Whatever goes on before that is like kind of whatever needs to be played catch up. And then at 10 o'clock, it's like we're getting ready for we're eating lunch, and then we're going to the field until we get done.
It helps though if we're on routine, for sure.
It just makes things go a lot easier, especially when we know. Dolly's hitting the keyboard. I'm sorry. Hopefully that didn't screw anybody up.
No, it's all good.
Our mornings, my morning starts at whenever I get up, whether that's at 3 o'clock in the morning or sometimes I sleep in until 5 or 5:30, but I don't function very well past 9 o'clock at night, which is really hard because sometimes you're still out the field baling hay at 8:30.
Not very often though, and there's been a couple times where if we're doing it on straw, you can, but hey, you just really can't get started that early. Usually
our weather is not
heavy.
Our weather's not there for us to bale all night.
You're waiting for the dew to burn off
and praying it doesn't set in. We have a very short time window, it seems, to bale hay, or at least during the day.
Yep. Just kind of depends on the humidity too. I mean, there's been days where you can't get started baling until 2 o'clock and you're shutting down at 5, so you only have 3 windows, 3 hours of window there time. But
the humidity plays a huge part of difference. If we could bottle our humidity up and send it to Arizona and California where they need.
The thing is, if the temperature isn't right with the humidity in the air, there's sometimes where it doesn't matter how long it takes, the hay won't get below 20% moisture either. I mean, it's just like you're baling moisture. So, so it just, some days it just doesn't work. It's just better to walk away and come back tomorrow.
And a lot of times if we don't have to get the baler, if we're not going to have like a 1,200 bale day, the baler doesn't usually run. We have to hit our quotas. So, so we're located in Northeast Missouri. For you guys that are just finding us on YouTube, we're a first generation farm family. We do not do row crops. We just are hay farmers and have our cows.
We're going to start doing corn though for silage, but as far as harvesting it,
I'm really excited about the corn silage. Craig wants you to start taking a camera because he likes listening to you talk with the machinery.
There we go.
He did say in a couple videos back that he would try to do better about taking the camera. So, Lon wants to know about keeping babies. Some of them we sell. So like for the bull calves, we make steers and we go ahead and sell them. Last few years, we've been keeping the heifers because we've been trying to build our own herd and keep some of the genetics that we like. And then if we don't care for those, heifers, we just go ahead and sell them with the steer lot. The kids are in 4-H, so we kind of do some of that stuff and slowly getting that going. And then let's see. David wants to know about your hay preservative on the baler.
On the big square, we might start trying to do some of that just if we have some where we just need to get some up before it rains or something. But typically we just try to bale everything dry. And then as far as a small square baler goes, our accumulator doesn't work very good with wet hay. So it
clogs it almost.
Yeah, the bales won't slide down and we're definitely not going to start bucking. So
no.
It's just a lot easier. And if we don't put up wet hay, we have less chance of having any mold or anything like that. For sure. So,
do you have a number that you want to hit this year?
No, not really. Whatever we have. It just kind of depends on the year too. If the rains fall right on how much hay you can make on your yields.
Last year was a good hay season for everybody.
Yeah.
There was a
lot
of grass to be had. Everybody was baling, it seemed like.
I've never been happier to switch to big squares though, for sure. Instead of rounds.
Do we participate with NRCS? You want to talk about that?
Yep. So we do some of their programs, and that's how a lot of young farmers can actually get started, for sure.
There's a lot, and I mean a lot of money out there to be had in your local counties and in your state if you want to take the time and the research and the paperwork to do it.
Not so much for us because we're established, but for new beginning
first-time farmers, there's a whole line of stuff. Like, think of it as when you go to college and you fill out scholarships, and they're out there. You just got to dig and research. There's all kinds of programs. How many trucks do you load and unload?
We have 2 of our own trucks, and I just we have trailers that we drop here and there. Just hook onto another one and go. And then it just kind of depends on people that come in and get hay from day to day. It just really doesn't happen every day. It just kind of varies here and there.
Sometimes you're really swamped, and then sometimes it's 2 or 3 days.
I have some clientele that I deliver to on a regular basis throughout the whole year. And so it just kind of depends when we do it there.
Hey, girls from Double G and L. Thanks for watching. We appreciate it. It means a lot, you guys. You guys commenting and sending, even if it's constructive criticism, I take it. And it means a lot that you guys leave me comments and you guys hit the thumbs up. You guys are sending emails, and it means a lot. You guys can follow us on social media, not just here. And I have my blog, and that's where all this started. Was I really just like to write, and Jason's dad kind of said, here's a camera, let's see what can happen. And without him probably nudging me last year, it probably would not have grown this way. So you can thank John. He's the one that kind of got this rolling. So we're just 2 kids that love to farm. We still play in dirt and just are happy about it. We're very blessed, and we get to do everything that we want to do. And 5 years ago, if you'd have asked me if this was what I was going to be doing, I'd probably have laughed in your face because this is not what I was doing 5 years ago. So
everything changes. So, yep.
Dottie says her animals go crazy for your hay.
Yeah. We just do our best.
Beth, the chickens are crazy right now. They have so many eggs. They just filled another 100 dozen?
I think so.
They filled another 100 dozen to go to market tomorrow. So the kids are really looking forward to start going again. And we're in the process of doing some exciting stuff at the shop so that they can kind of manage their own little area, kind of like a lemonade stand, but they're going to have a chicken egg stand. So they're pretty excited.
Yeah, that's
John said, that's because I bought the camera and I couldn't learn how to use it. Well, we got it figured out. We're very blessed, and we know it. And
you just keep marching forward.
Yep. Thankfully, COVID didn't slow us down any. We just kept doing what we do and made it through.
Yep. Nothing a whole lot changes out here in the country.
Watching you get plowed by the cow was scary. Our daughter has been rolled. So that surprisingly was not my first run-in, and I probably guarantee you it probably will not be my last. When you have livestock, and Diamond almost got me a few times. The dogs kind of barrel roll me sometimes. You have livestock, you have to be mindful of any situation. But that goes to show it was in perfect timing because, Mo was coming, the farm intern, and the kids go with us. And it was just it was that nice, I wouldn't say nice reminder, but it was that these are animals and they can't say, hey, stop, you're making me mad. All they can do is say, hey, I'm going to run you over. So.
Yep. Nope.
We've all kind of been in situations we don't like to be in.
Yep.
They are a lot bigger than us, and just kind of give them respect and they'll kind of respect you back. Thanks for watching, everybody. It means a lot. It does. You guys.
We just can't wait to get in the fields and get some better video.
Yeah, we're ready to be able to share with you guys more. I got some different mounts and different things so I can better communicate in the tractor. I had to reorder my microphone mount, so it's not been the best quality the last few weeks, and I apologize. But I broke mine, so I had to reorder another one. I need one out of metal. You think you can make that?
Maybe.
I'm just too hard on plastic.
Yeah.
Yeah, she didn't give me a whole lot of warning.
No,
And David
not
said,
at all.
your videos are fun. The worst part with the whole cow situation was I had already done everything I needed to do with the calf, and it was after it was all said and done. It wasn't at the beginning.
Yeah.
It was nice talking to you all. Thanks, Cody, for tagging along and being around. A lot of people don't know what is available to help beginning farmers. Well, I will try to make sure that I share, Jason, some more programs that have went for us, because you're right. There's a lot of people that don't realize you were talking to somebody that he's just a couple years younger than we are.
Yep.
And he's just getting started, and he didn't know what was available either. We just try to share what works for us and what doesn't work for us, and maybe it'll work for you guys.
Yep. I remember going to a farm safety day too.
We did that.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, but
Through FFA.
actually, let's see. Any new plans on upcoming year? Probably not any buildings, but yeah, there's
We have
I
some
don't want to
exciting
say
stuff
anything
coming.
right now, but yeah, we've got some stuff coming. So
you guys are just gonna have to wait until it gets here.
Watch the videos for machinery, maybe. So.
It's coming. It's coming. It just hasn't been delivered yet. You'll know it when you see it.
Yep. Nope. It's all good. No, it'll be a big surprise. So
It's going to be a good one. So between new machinery and new shirts
and new calves
and a new hay season, new videos are coming. So what do you think? Dolly's about to fall asleep. You need to get a side-by-side. Well, we have Jason's parents, and I use it every now and then, but worst part is usually when I need it, Carol's going to need it too. So when did you start YouTubing? So we started in January, December of 2020. So we've just been at this a little over a year. It's been a whirlwind of learning. So when we hit, I was really excited when we got to that first 100 subscribers. I'm like, wow, this is kind of cool. And then we hit 1,000, and then we hit 5,000, and it's just kind of it's been growing ever since. So
yeah.
Is Ryder going to get over his jealousy of Dolly? Beth, I hope so. He's not so bad with her here. He tries, but Dolly's mom, Sky, ate him up a lot. And he gets a little nervous around the baby because he's afraid that Sky's going to eat him alive. But he doesn't do too bad here with her. He tries. They're going to have to get along because they'll both be in my tractor at some point. I mean, it's like having children. They'll have to get along. Nothing says I love you like a new gator. Well, I didn't get a gator, but I did get something that goes faster.
Well, not faster, but no, it's it's all to come in the video. That's for sure.
Just make sure you guys are subscribed.
We don't want to ruin it for y'all.
Yeah. Felt like I'd have fun. Hey, you'll get there, Jason. You'll get there. Just somebody told me just push out the videos and it will come. Just keep going. It'll come because there was a lull there for me that we was stuck for a long time, and then it was like boom, it just keep put and publish. Just keep going. Keep recording, keep sharing, keep pushing it out there.
We'll have to check out their channel.
Yeah. If you guys leave me your channel names, we'll go subscribe and watch them too. Because we don't have regular TV, we just have YouTube.
Yep.
So we have our YouTube family that we come home and we scavenge to see what's on. And then if I make it that long, staying awake. But
no, we don't watch regular TV anymore, really. We just watch YouTube.
We just have our YouTube family. Do we hunt? When we have time.
Yeah.
When we have time. We like to.
I have some family that hunts on our land, so when they come up, it gets the ambition going, I guess.
You get more time to go.
And it's always
they
fun
come up and help, so
it's always fun to go with them.
Dolly's grown.
Yep. Yep.
I was gonna show. Stop.
How many subscribers you got now? A little over 6,000, I think.
Yeah, somewhere. Just a little over 6,000 now. I was gonna try to show them. Do you guys want to see a sneak peek of one of the new shirts? If I can find it real quick. So I'm pretty excited about this. We've been working with Farm Focused on a couple new ones. So
yep, real people in real life, little craft. So that's the thing. And a lot of times, just watching somebody else's video, you learn something. That
How many times a day do we, if we can't figure out how to do something, we YouTube it?
Yeah.
Let's see. We'll see if this works. Can you guys see it? It might be. The lighting might be too bright. Maybe.
Yep.
I don't know if you guys can see it, but we have 2 shirts that are going to come out hopefully next week if everything works out well. And it's one that's going to say calving season is my favorite because, well, yeah, besides hay season. And then we're going to have one that says support local farmers. So that way, you guys can support all your local farmers, not
Blue,
just us.
teal, what color?
They're going to be like there's one that's a forest green color and like a Kelly green, and they're going to have a couple different color options, not just our gray one. So we went with trying to stay in the hay alfalfa color scheme, in that green color scheme.
Yep.
I'm really excited. So, and I'll put the links in and you guys can go check them out as soon as they get there. Our farm shirt and our Utter Chaos shirt's already on there with stickers. So it's slowly expanding. We were really excited to be a part of the Farm Focus family.
Yep.
So we are about 30 days out to making hay, give or take with the weather.
Somewhere there.
It could be 25 if the weather's really good, or it could be 45.
The first thing we'll cut's alfalfa. So
I wish you guys could see how Dolly is like sitting here. She's just kind of sprawled out.
It's a healer thing.
I need mascot goats.
Yeah.
Well, we did use Patch, one of our calves that was born, as the calf for that Utter Chaos shirt. I just line darted him, so you thought he looked like a dairy cow, but he didn't.
Yeah.
Oh, autocorrect.
It looked different on a shirt.
Well, that's because it wasn't black and white.
Yep.
So what else you guys want to know? We've almost hit an hour now.
Don't know.
Thanks for tagging along. Make sure you guys hit the thumbs up. Hit subscribe. It means a lot. Keep commenting. Keep coming back. We'll keep doing our thing. We ain't going nowhere.
Yep. Well, we just can't wait to get in the fields now. It's that close.
So what is? So she's not chewing on anything. I don't know
She is
just
sprawled out.
Sprawled out. I don't know. You probably ain't gonna be able to see because the way the computer's set up.
Yep.
How many cows do we have? So we have about 150 altogether. By the time you have
About
babies
75 pairs.
Babies and weanlings and yearlings and cows and everything in between. Jason said we are like talking to the neighbors.
Yep.
Well, that's the thing. You know, whatever you guys see on the camera is generally what you guys would see if you showed up at the farm with either one of us. I'm not very good at faking it, so if I'm having a bad day, you guys are probably gonna see it.
Yeah.
Anymore,
You're
by the door. Okay.
Yeah, they were rolling around here. When was it last week? This last week?
What?
Yeah, Sunday and Monday, I guess the planters.
Yep, the planters were out.
And then so I mean they're starting to get it going around here. Just the next warm spell though.
They were spraying.
Everybody be going.
They've been doing a lot of spraying.
Yeah. Everybody be going though. Yep. Everybody's got to do a test run.
Yeah.
Before they get busy. That's right. Kind of the way we are with hay. We just like to try to get out there early and see how everything's going to run.
Yeah, we got to pull in equipment, and that'll be the next thing on the docket. Trying to get everything ready to roll.
Yep.
Well, thanks for hanging out with us on this Friday night. It means a lot. We'll probably try to do this more often, like at least once a month, do a chit chat. Or if I can figure out how to get good enough service, we'll do it over maybe at the cows sometimes or at a field. It just depends, where we're at. Service is kind of sketchy sometimes.
Yep, that's basically what it was. Worked when we put it away. Yeah.
For the most part, it worked.
Yeah, no, it's a few things here and there. We just got to touch up, though, and be ready to go.
David asked about because of COVID in your area. So thankfully for us, COVID was not a huge issue. Like we kept doing our thing. The kids were home, and I bit my tongue because a year ago I said I want to be home with the kids more, and then God said, "Here you go." And I was much ready for them to go back to school this year. But we are very blessed that our small town community really wasn't overly affected. We just kept plunging through and did what we had to do to keep rolling. So
and Livestock still got to eat. So.
That's right. We still had to do our thing and keep everything alive. So. I still have my student helper. She is floating between having her own stuff going on at school and 4-H and trying to help us. So she'll be more with us once school lets out. So she has a more routine schedule. So right now she's just kind of hit or miss what you guys see and what we're doing. And she was here this week a little bit. So.
Yep.
But thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys around. Have a good evening. Stay safe, and God bless.
Thank you all.